Hello, everyone. It's been a hot minute since I uploaded anything on this channel. Usually, I would post my work of my reporting career in regards of the news and the military sector, and a little bit public relations. But overall, I post this work so I can showcase myself to the public so it can reach out to different media outlets. However, I did a thing a couple years ago, and I'll say what happened last year, it happened really, really fast. And I know I mentioned on this channel leaving journalism before. After all, I did go back into journalism for several months just to make some income. But I did have a reality check where it wasn't substantial. It wasn't meeting a lifestyle that I wanted, especially living in the Golden State. For those who actually live, I live in California, so those who live in California, you definitely understand that it's pretty tough living out here if you're not prepared financially. I would definitely say I got the harder dose of reality. I can't compare what I experience with others, especially those who are natives of this state. However, being from the East Coast and having the ability to start over and still make ends meet, living here was a big jump, big shift, especially when it comes to paying the things that I used to pay for. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, not gonna lie, I did not want to record this video or post this video, but I noticed the Holy Spirit was tugging at me while I was doing my workout, which I'm trying to start getting back into calisthenics again. But I took a little early break. I don't want to say break, but I took a little early release from my workout because, and y'all know, I have the screen at horizontal right now, but we're gonna work what we got to work because this is definitely a journalism no-no. However, this is what you guys want to get. I'm just being obedient to the will of God because, especially since now in the past last year, my life has been a living mess. I created, and I can't blame God because God's been tugging and trying to get my attention for so long, especially dealing with the people that I dealt with, dealing with other people's emotions, playing witchcraft with people's life. I definitely can admit I am a warlock. I definitely was a warlock. But the blood of Jesus, y'all, definitely, he can deliver each and every one of us. But I definitely play with people's emotions. And for those who I hurt, oh my gosh, I can definitely say I been suffering financially, spiritually, mentally. I'm at the state now where God has delivered me, but I'm slowly recovering into getting back into my purpose. But what I did fail to notice, even when Christ delivered me many, many times, I failed to notice that this living for him is a lifestyle. It never should stop. Once you make this decision to live him, y'all, You're going to be fighting. You got to be on the war game. Put your war face on all the time. Don't even worry about the people of this world. They're, unfortunately, they're lost. Like myself and everyone else. They were lost. I wonder if this is a trail. Let's see. I'm just enjoying nature, trying to work out. Oh, look at this. It's just beautiful, y'all. I'm trying to take some more time for myself because being in a space of always studying, I never take the time for myself, and I always put my studies as an idol. But we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So, as I was saying, yes, there's times where people, they don't understand what they're doing, and it's not their fault. Everyone's lost. Everyone has a spiritual awareness inside of them. And some people are not in tune to that. They're just operated by the enemy. And I can definitely vouch and say that I definitely play that toll. And whoa, bro, if you live a lukewarm life, forget it. You're still operating under the schemes of the enemy. You're working for him. You're lying to people. You're lying to yourself. And I just gotta say, like, I've been really reluctant to post because I'm a creative, and I like to do different things, and I can see that I don't know what the purpose is now, but I'm called to give this message to someone. I don't know. However, I am thankful that a lot of things happen, but they should not have happened. But the reason why I'm thankful because I'm just running. I'm running to God. Like, righteous living is just glorious to me, and he wants nothing bad for me. So why I'm gonna go back? And many times I have. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I have gone back. So, but anyways, we all make mistakes. I would say over the course of the year, yes, I did left my employment at the news station that I was at. It was a work environment I did not want to be a part of for the rest of my life. The people are people. I don't have any grudges against anyone that I work with. However, it just really hit me. I'm like, dang, if this is what I have to experience every day, do I want to swallow this pill every day? Every job's gonna have his, ups and downs. But I had to be real with myself. Did I really want to swallow this pill? And I remember that one day after that meeting that I had, where I felt like, and I'm a person, I like to advocate. And if people on my team and I'm not doing my part, and if my team not doing my part, I feel like it's my fault. I know that's a pride issue, but I just want to make sure that who's ever on my team is taken care of. And it was a lot to handle. How can I say this? Leadership wise, it was a lot to handle, but I did learn I learned a lot of what I did not want to do and what characteristics and communication traits that I need to possess and work on. So I definitely learned that at that job. However, I did end up leaving because I wanted to pursue a career in the military full-time. So I did OCS for a little bit. However, I ended up being with someone who, I definitely say I did love. I proposed to her and everything. However, it was not in God's plan. It was not. We definitely bumped heads a lot, and there were many times out of the years even certain family members and friends knew that the relationship was dying down. I tried to pick up the pieces that I could within the relationship. However, it just wasn't working. It was already, I was just mentally already checked out. And yeah, we have a son together and it's just a hot mess. Not in the will of God. However, don't get me wrong, my son, great addition to my life. Will not regret that. However, I do wish that he has both parents involved, especially both who are financially stable. So then again, that's one of the consequences that I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life, because I was being disobedient outside of the will. Wasn't God's will. I'm sure my son will be in the will if I lived in the will, but I'm hoping for the best for his future, and he's going to be doing great things once he gets older, and even now. So after all, I definitely, wow, I should go work out here, y'all. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I definitely should make a consideration. I'm glad I walked out here. See what being obedient is, man. Okay, but yeah. So, end up trying to find work. Very hard. Using all my savings. Had to get a loan. Definitely get a loan to move here. It was a lot to move my car. To move my belongings, to get a plane ticket, just to live here for a few months. It was a lot. Especially, I didn't start off at a news station. I started at this marketing agency, which I left that part out. But I started this marketing agency, and I was only making $200 every 2 weeks. And that was a lot. So I was like, why am I working all these hours and I'm getting chump change? And you're supposed to get a certain amount of quota. It's just like, well, you speak to 100 people, eventually you'll find that one or two. Oh my goodness. Marketing, not my thing. Some people are good at it. Don't get me wrong, not in my will. But what happened? I did it anyways. Why? Didn't need the money. Didn't make money. So I did it anyways. But I used my savings, maxed out my credit card. Only had one credit card, by the way. I usually, at the time, especially when I had my career, I just had one credit card just to use it to pay rent, and then I'll pay when I have my original check come in. I'll pay that off just to have my credit bump up, because I didn't like using credit cards. Or if I go travel, I'll use that to travel, and then I'll pay it off when I finish traveling. But yeah, everything was, once again, I was not living in the will of God. And besides all of that, career-wise, when it comes to other stuff, which, you know, I don't know, later on talk about it. But you guys, like, what you listen to, like music, what you consume, like what you eat, even what you speak out of your mouth. Like if you're talking bad about someone, now obviously, let's be real, if it's the truth, you need to say the truth around that individual, or try to help that individual. Be like, hey man, or look sister, this is what's happening, you know, just be real. But other than that, like gossiping about people, it's just not, because each and every one of us has flaws. I know people talk about me too, and usually if you're talked about, you know, that's a sign, that's an indicator that, you know, your breakthrough, your blessing's coming. But then again, you know, enemies always gonna have something to say, always gonna try to attack us. That's why we always gotta stand firm in his word and just take time to listen. Preaching to myself too. There's another thing I definitely just want to note back, but we'll mention that some other time. However, going back track on just everything, lose my job, end up going to work for a meat company. The 4th day, guys, the 4th day, bruh. Tell me why my foot I got a fracture on my foot. So supposedly when I was trying to let the pallet go down with the meat to deliver it, tell me why the pallet jack was coming towards me and I panicked. Put my leg up, the pallet jack kept coming towards me and my foot dorsiflex towards me, and yeah, something snapped. Ended up missing work for several months. It was a lot. So that took a toll on me. And trying to get into the Army Reserves because my end of term service contract ended with the Army National Guard. So what did I decide to do? Well, since I got kicked out of, I had to drop out of the OCS. I didn't get kicked out, I got dropped out because my son was born. I really want to do something medical. So let me go in the Army Reserves. I'm already in the Army, so it should be easy. No, tell me why I had to go through MEPS all over again. That was a truck. Tell me why I had to go through MEPS all over again. And then do all the paperwork. On top of that, once they found out that my foot was fractured, and I'm putting in quotes because I'm going to continue with the story. Once they found out my foot was fractured, the recruiter's like, "Oh man, you got to call me back in the next few months because you can't go nowhere." And granted, let's be real, they did not have the MOS that I was looking for. I'm glad I served this country, everyone. However, I did what I had to do, and it granted me great opportunities, but I was looking for something different in a career, something that I could look forward doing in the next 10, 20 years. And journalism wasn't it. And my original MOS, it wasn't it either. So I wanted to change, and I thought that was a way out. It wasn't. So I was like, okay, I really have been thinking about being a nurse, and I've been talking about it for years. I will watch nursing videos. Who watches, guys, let me be real with you guys, who watches nursing videos for fun? This guy. I watched nursing videos for the past, I think at that time, almost 6 years, because I've been thinking about it multiple times. Even when I was in journalism school, I would watch like Nurse Liz and Cardiac Strong, like Nurse Mendoza, shout out to Nurse Mendoza, or, you know, your fave Nurse B. I would watch all of those nurses channels, and I just like, man, they really are doing great things. Not only, I want to walk this way because that sun is, woo! Y'all see me? Okay. Not only that they're doing great things for people, but they enjoy what they do, and they get to make their own hours, and they get to live the life that they want for their family. And I wanted that. I wanted something like that. And my mom, for a long, long time, yeah, my dad mentioned to me the military. Well, my mom mentioned about nursing a long, long time ago. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. Guys, I signed up for a accelerated LVN program. It's hard. LVN, RN, whatever you want to do is if you have not been in medical, just in general, nursing school, just trying to wrap your mind to think critically as a nurse is hard. I am thankful to say that I made it to the last semester and passed. I am at the last portion of the course, and it comes to the point where I have to pass this exam. That sun was good on my skin. Hold on, wait. Let's go back. Yeah, so excuse me. So I have to study for that, and I go to class twice a week for a couple hours. just to see how I'm doing, to make sure I'm well prepared for, as they say, the exit exam. Oh yeah, now when I did this about my fracture, it was really when I went to church, there was a sister who's in the church. She has the gift of healing. And at that moment, I did have a fracture. Prayed over me. I felt my bones move. I wanted to keep my boot on just because of law purposes. So my foot was swollen all until those months. Went to the doctor again, no fracture, no bruises, no nothing. It was like this is what the doctor said, oh, you don't have a fracture? It's like your bone was never even broken. You can go. That's all he said, and he left. Praise the Lord. I was looked at as crazy, and look, I'm walking here. I'm walking, running, working out. So I'm super thankful for that. But yeah, I joined the program. I'm at the end. I'm almost at the end. I'm soon to take the study for the NCLEX. And I am on the journey to become a nurse. I'm looking forward to the next step, which is RN. And I enjoy everything about it. I am not disappointed in my studies. I get to learn every day. It's like this career was meant for me, and I'm super thankful. There comes with challenges when dealing with different patients, but I noticed, like, dang, you gotta be in tune with yourself if you're gonna deal with people. Because once again, that going to hospital is a battleground, bro. It's a battleground. Why you think they got all these codes and these different types of medical terms and medications and all this stuff? Because you battling people's bodies that's malfunctioning, and you gotta think critically and be on your feet. And I feel like that's the same when it comes to our spiritual battles too. We can't just be so reluctant on just saying a simple prayer or just going to church. It takes more. We got to be willing to be equipping ourselves every day, because it's a battleground that we have to fight, even at night, y'all. Now, you at night, wake up at night. I know I usually don't go to sleep till late. That's the time to start praying, because nighttime, party time. Nighttime is party time for demons. Why you think people like to go out at night? They don't go clubbing during the day. They go clubbing during the night, because that's where a lot of things happen, at night. That's what the enemy, he works best at night, for nothing will get seen. God is nothing but, he's the light. He wants everything to be great. Nothing about God is darkness. So I just wanted to share a little bit of my story. I'm still going through what I'm going through now. Currently I am at the point of trying to get custody of my son, or just having some type of rights. But I'm putting it in God's hands, and I'm not going to give up on him. And whatever does happen, I got a story to share. So, all right. Just want to give everyone an update. But yeah, keep me in your prayers. I'm looking forward to sharing with everyone a little bit more. And yeah, looking forward to win souls for Christ, because not living for him is dead, y'all. It's dead. It's stupid dead. Like, your life will be in shambles. So, all right, YouTube. I usually, no, I'm not doing a journalism tag. But anyways, all right, stay in tune. If you want to contact me, feel free. Shoot something in the comments. All right.